on Dominic Fletcher. Again, the look to second, the pitch, swing, and a miss with a pitch in the dirt. And there's the jump and the splits by Yan again after his second strikeout in the inning.
That is Rockies left-hander Jefrey Yan, who gave this quote to MILB. I'm electric. I like to have fun. I enjoy baseball. By now, you may have seen Jefrey Yan's emphatic strikeout celebration, and no, it's not going away anytime soon.
Nothing to yawn about, that's for sure.
Very nice. He is tripling down. Nothing to yawn about. Tripling down on the celebratory tactics. This is a guy who's got a pretty interesting journey to the big leagues. Signed with the Angels as a teenager. Kind of flamed out, had some injury trouble. He's pitched internationally for a ton of years. 4 seasons in non-affiliated minor league ball. You don't get back to the big leagues after playing 4 years in Flatbush, if you will.
See if he did that in Japan.
Wow. And then last year...
When did this come about?
I
mean,
dude.
Come on, that's amazing.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Nobody's, that's as much as we've ever seen.
Oh, that's the biggest celebration ever.
Here is Jefrey himself. Obviously, here in the States, baseball is a little complicated. Sometimes opponents will get offended, obviously, with this kind of celebration. But when they hit a home run against me, they're going to celebrate. They're going to have their fun. That's something I don't get offended by because they're enjoying the game just like I will. All right,
Yeah.
It's hard to hate the guy with a rationale like that. What do you make of all this? What do you think? Is he going to calm it down? We don't know if he's going to make the roster. Apparently, he's not.
He's not calming it down. It's entertaining and it's shocking because it's so big. We don't see anything that big unless it's even at the end of a game. If you win, you don't see that. So I think that's the shock. It reminds me, honestly, when the bat flip came in. Everybody had a problem with the bat flip. And now everybody flips the bat higher and higher and higher. And I think, when Dennis Eckersley was doing his little pump, it really wasn't that big deal compared to today. But back then it was like, oh, man, I can't wait. I'm going to take Eckersley's head off. I think the game evolves. People evolve. I mean, for me, my generation, that would never flown. Today, we're going to see kids in Little League doing this from now on.
Does somebody get to him and say, look, if you make the club, you can't do that in the big leagues? Imagine pitching in New York or Boston or Chicago as a visitor and having that kind of theatric going on. Like, first of all, I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself when he goes into that little split.
Well, if you get hurt, then you're paying that fine. But I think the other part of it is the marketing. I want to see the guy strike somebody out. Yep. I'm going to the game. I want to see him.
Yep.
That would have been no big deal 20 years ago.
It would have been a big deal 20 years ago.
That's the other part of it. We are in that phase of understanding. I mean, teams wear 15 different uniform colors. We're marketing the sport. It's international. So
I know. It's hard.
I want to see it happen.
It's hard not to love it.
Yeah.
It really is hard not to love it. There have been others over the years. I don't know if they've come close to what Jefrey Yan is doing contemporarily. But there have been some others. You mentioned Eck and the fist pump. Like, this used to ruffle feathers.
Oh, big time.
Because he would pump the fist in the direction of the opponent. By the way, he's also in the Hall of Fame. He can do whatever the hell he wants. When you're that good,
it's really not that big a deal right now, right?
Yeah, but Jefrey Yan hasn't done anything.
I remember when he did that to me, man, I was hacked.
Were you?
Oh, yeah.
Mark Fidrich didn't necessarily show up opponents, but he was very theatrical on the mound. This was all him talking to himself.
You couldn't help but want to watch this guy. You could not help but want to watch him.
Yep, we had
his last interview.
Right, and we had a chance to do another one, too. Jose Lima was just, kind of...
Lima time. And when he slid like that...
Oh, the late Jose Lima. He was fun to watch, man. And before Jose Lima, there was Carlos Perez.
Oh, yeah.
This was a lot, too. Yeah, he did that little spin stare down.
Oh, God.
That was good stuff. And Turk Wendell was another animated dude. Used to brush his teeth between innings because he chewed black licorice while he was on the mound.
Yeah.
He was just quirky and superstitious. He wasn't showing up opponents. He was just super different. I think that's a diplomatic way to say it.
Jumped over the line, everything else.
But the point is, to your point, we loved those guys as fans.
Yeah.
We loved them. If you're on the other line, you don't like those guys.
No,
But
definitely
we love
not.
sitting home on our couch watching that on TV. We love it.